Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie. I want to welcome everybody to my channel today. I'm going to be working on a scrapbook layout, just a single page layout. Please bear with me, it's kind of hard to breathe. So anyway, I have pieces from Cuddly Cute Designs, pumpkin spice. I don't know if it's pumpkin spice mousse, I can't remember. Been a bit since I've done this piece. Excuse me. My papers, my pattern papers, other than this piece here, the polka dotted one, are from Close to My Heart. And if you needed a maker, Kim Ferguson is a maker. So thank you, Kim. And also this background piece, I'll take it apart here. This is a Bow Bunny piece that I've had for a long time. I cut out, and then my missing a piece here, hard to see. My sunflowers are from Cuddly Cute Designs, but I don't know what particular file. I know there's several that have sunflowers. I was looking for this other leaf-like piece and I did find it, so let me try to get it off the floor here. I have 2 more layouts to complete. I just have to get paper printed or find some paper, so had a mix up here. Anyway, 12 by 12 piece. My first printed layer is cut at 11 3/4 by 11 3/4. So I'm going to put that down, or try to put it down fairly quickly. I'm going to be using my ATG gun. I'm going to move my brown piece the moment I can't always see real well with a lot of background paper going on, so I'm getting used to my ATG gun finally. It's taken me, I hadn't used it for quite some time, and it's I'm getting used to it again. I'll probably have to transfer to tape just because I'm not sure how far this will go. I don't drive too straight with this thing. It's the only thing. But it sure is nice compared to gluing, and especially for my cards for something quick, I really like it now that I can keep the tape rolled up properly. Okay. I have found, and I don't know where I saw this trick, if you keep one corner, start in one corner and kind of keep it straight, it helps to keep the whole piece straight. So, and I'll try to give you measurements here as I go along. I have this, and Kim, if you're watching, I love this new tea ruler. I probably won't all fit. It's from Close to My Heart. It is magnetic here. It's awesome. I love it. But I am going to give you dimensions of this piece because I don't remember exactly. Okay, 7 by 10. I thought it was 10 and I wasn't sure. It could have been an inch wider, but unfortunately I did not have enough paper, so I work with what I have. And that's usually the case everywhere. Excuse my reach. I work with what I have and just make it work. Okay. I've been trying to get some projects done, some cards and a few other things. Some days don't always feel the greatest, so I don't get a lot done. I do what I can, and but I really need to get back at my scrapbooking. I have a friend that I'm working on her grandchildren, scrapbook layouts for her grandchildren, and I have plenty to do for myself, and I just gotta get with it. Okay, now I'm going to put this strip down. This piece is, I'm almost positive, 2 inches wide, because I know this ruler is. So 2, and then this is, oh, let me take a gander here. Handier for me to see it this way. 2 1/4. So I forgot I'd ordered this paper. I knew I had ordered paper, but I didn't remember what exactly it looked like. And you know me, I put together those paper pieces and didn't really know what I was going to use, because I don't have a lot of 12 by 12 fall scrapbook paper left, unless I go through and really hunt through what I have. Excuse me. These are both, I think I left, yeah, 11 3/4 inch long. I'm sorry. So anyway, I was thrilled to see this paper, because it really does work wonderfully with this paper piece set. So one would think it would be smart to make sure you have paper. I can always print paper, but I don't always do that, so I'm going to have to for my next 2 layouts, though I did find paper for that. Now I want this to go down just a little bit below the scalloped part, so I'm going to trust it's fairly straight. Let me take a look here. Good enough for me. Lines up with the other, the 2 sides, so I'm good. Okay, I'm just gonna piece my paper pieces here for a moment, just lay them on. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. This is popped up on foam tape, and I'm just kind of getting the pieces here where I want. I don't know if I mentioned anywhere, the steam is out of glitter paper, and I did not cut the little pieces of paper for the, I don't know if they were cinnamon chips, I'm not sure. I just use bronze liquid pearls. Sometimes I lose my train of thought. Okay, and then I have these pieces. I cut this with the Lawn Fawn stitched heel die, and going this way. So the brown piece is, let's see, I'm not quite used to this ruler yet, so you'll have to bear with me here. 14, it is 4.5 wide by 5.5 long, and then the next piece is going to be 1/8 of an inch smaller, and this at the maximum, the height of it, the tallest is, oh goodness, I can't tell, 2 inches. So from the top to bottom, the tallest is 2 inches. So get those on. And it may look, you know, when you see the pumpkins on there, I wanted to bring the pumpkins out, but it may look a little bit light with against this color, and yet I didn't want anything too dark because of this. And most of it's hidden by photos, so you're not really going to see too much. So I'm good with that. This piece I'm going to use glue though, and I'm only gluing 3 sides. I haven't printed photos, so I don't know I may decide to put the photo up underneath this. I may just put it on top. I'm not sure. So I didn't put any down along this bottom curved part. And even if I just put the photos on top, it'll hold it down. So it's all good. If I can get it straight. Okay, and then my other one is, I believe it's 4.5. Let's take a look here quick. Yeah, it's 4.5 square. And then the widest part of this is about 1.5 inch, or highest part 1.5 inches. So I haven't tried printing photos yet on my printer with my printer program. I should be able to pretty easily resize them to 4.5 inches, to 4 inches. That was my plan anyway. We'll see if it turns out. And again, I'm just putting glue on 3 edges. And I apologize, I've got a new camera set up, a new tripod, and I am doing my best to figure out what works and stuff. So I apologize if every once in a while it's a little bit out of frame, or if it's excuse me, a little bit hard to see or something. I'm doing my best there with that, so getting used to it. So please bear with me. Okay. And again, I'm not putting those down yet. Okay, and then I have my moose. Okay, I'm going to put this photo mat. And I failed to mention, I did follow a sketch from Little Scraps of Heaven Designs from Pinterest for this photo, for this layout. I don't know if you were aware of that. If you happen to be on Pinterest, Trisha does have it's quite a few photo mat layout sketches and stuff. And then she has some card sketches too. And I like to use those whenever I can. I have no rhyme or reason of where I'm, how far down, or I'm just putting them down. So just so you're aware of that. And then I had these sunflowers to put on. And I have to figure out, I'm just going to put on the green down here so it doesn't cover my photo. I do put the foam tape though all the way across, just because I don't want it to sink down into the photo, when you put them on. So on this piece, I'll put it on the top. Just a little bit here. And there again, I didn't cut the little pieces. I used, this would be, I'm trying to think of the color of the foam, the liquid pearls. I can't think of it. One is bronze and one is copper, maybe? Pewter? Copper? I'm not sure. That one I don't want to put down. Excuse me. But yeah, they work really good. Okay, now I got my little pumpkins, and My pumpkins are cut at about 1.5 inches, and they are about, all total, 1 3/8 inch high. They're both the same size. I just cut it from the pumpkin on the moose, and then I took those leaves from the cup up there and just made it smaller. And then these two pieces are from the title also, and I just made them smaller, or bigger, excuse me. And there are 3 pieces to this, even though it doesn't maybe look like it on the design itself. But the pieces all come separately, which is, I like that part of it. So makes it, even more versatile, because I've seen a card, I believe it was a stamped image with just something very similar to that on a card, on a fall card, and it was very pretty. So I thought, oh, that's an idea too. So another way to use the file, because just this piece would be very pretty. And it did emboss that also, as well as the middle of the sunflowers. And I'll be quiet and get busy again. Kind of got to figure out where I'm putting these, so. Only thing that's popped up really would be the sunflowers then, and the pumpkin spice part of the title. The rest I left all flat on this one. Could have popped the moose up. I just didn't really feel like it. And I'll get the size of him in a moment or two here. I'll try to remember. My mind lately likes to play tricks on me, so. I also embossed these. I don't think the camera might pick that up very well, but I did emboss these with just I'm not sure if it's a paisley or what exactly it is, but it doesn't have to be anything fitting for the season of the layout. It adds a lot of texture, I believe. That's why I like to do it. That's why I wanted to do something with the pumpkin on there. And okay, let's quickly give you some measurements. The moose, excuse me, is, that's what I'm doing wrong side, is about 5 3/8 inches from antler to antler. And then from the top of one antler to the bottom of his hooves, he's about 5 3/4 inch high. I do make some of my pieces for my scrapbook layouts larger. And you could have made a larger photo mat here, left the flower off. You could have made a big one, fit here. Just how I managed to fit things, so I'll need that in a moment. A lot of scrapbook layouts I've been looking at. A lot of the pieces are much bigger, and that's kind of what I'm going with. I'm okay with there just being, a couple, even if there's just one photo on a page, I'm good with that. It doesn't bother me. I'm just putting glue on my moose here. A lot of people think it's a cow, and it kind of could go both ways except for the antlers. I really had to look at it close too, so. And this pumpkin and these 2 little pumpkins, I also embossed the centers of those. Forgot to tell you that. Excuse me. And on the cup, I only embossed just the cup itself, not the handle. I don't know if you know how to do that. You can just do partial embossing. And as always, if you have any questions, please leave a comment and I will definitely get back to you. I just think this is a very pretty fall layout. I was very happy with it. Just putting some glue on the back of this. Again, you wouldn't have to, pop anything up. I just wanted to do something different. I'm going to hold this up a bit to see if I can, yeah, it's pretty close to straight across, for me anyway. Okay, so there is my finished layout. I hope to be back with some more soon. It's just, like I said, depends upon how I feel and how much coughing I'm doing that day. So, but anyway, thank you all for joining me. Have an awesome day. Take care.